need another kayak. At first, I was thinking about building another Gen 9 Plus. My friend, she built a 2-seater last year. She wants to build a kayak, and she looked at that plan and gave me a feedback, saying that that is a little bit more complicated for her to build. For me, instead of building another Gen 9 Plus, I decided to come up with another design. Hopefully it will be simpler, easier to build, faster to assemble, and at the same time, I may want to introduce other ideas I have. And this will be the last boat I build for this summer. This is the second try I built this type of boat. The first time I used cardboard and did a paper model, but I was not able to reproduce it with chloroplast. Since then, I've been using different kind of paper to build models, and it turned out much closer to the final chloroplast material. This time, I also tried to track the time it took me to build a boat like this. Very often, it's very difficult because during my build process, I always have some design changes. This round, I believe I've come up with more reasonable assessment of the time for someone to build a boat like this.
So far, I have used 2.5 hours to create the basic shape. Then I have to flatten 2 PVC pipes and embed it onto the side of the boat and create a gunnel. That took me 2.5 hours. Flattening the PVC pipe took me an hour, and you can switch to other material may be able to cut back on that 1 hour. Then on all the exposed edges of the boat, I fold the chloroplast backward so as to prevent the edge from cutting my finger. And I also fold the chloroplast backward and create pockets on the side of the boat, which I use PVC pipe to create a U-shaped stiffener, and I slide in the U-shaped stiffener into those pockets to strengthen the boat. Then I fold the bow and stern together, and all this took me a total 3 hours. To make the floor, actually it's very easy, but it took me more time to do it because I tried to recycle chloroplast from my older boat, and I drilled holes onto the floor and added the bungee cord, and I also added the back for the seat. It took me 1.5 hours. It could be faster if I used new chloroplast rather than looking for a recycled piece. On the side, I have to fuse a sheet of chloroplast and use it as a stopper. It will keep the floor in the center of the boat. I also make the PVC cross beam. At the bow and at the stern, I apply the Gorilla Tape. Make sure the fused joint will not leak water. At the bow, I use soldering iron and drill to create a slot where I can insert in the lashing to hold the bow and stern together. I also painted the logo, and all this miscellaneous items took me 3 hours. The first time folding the boat together for storage takes some effort, and it took me 1 hour. But after folding it a few times, the boat will be pretty easy to fold. Totally, it took me 13 hours. Next video, I will go into more details why Gen 12 is easier to build when compared to Gen 9 Plus. I will also go into detail why it is faster to assemble, and there are fewer assembly steps. And then, is it better structurally? Is it more reliable? This piece I have to find out, because the way I fold the boats is very different from my other boats.
Please stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.